Hi, today we will look at how to tune a piano. It might seem an impossible task to tune the upright piano, but with the right tools and a smartphone or an iPad, it's actually not that hard. It just takes a little bit of time. I don't pretend to be a piano tuning expert, but this is how I personally tune the piano. It's quick and it works every time. We're not going to get mathematical in this video. There are plenty of other videos explaining the equally tempered tuning. Instead, we're going to focus on tuning the piano, which I think is much more important than understanding the math behind. There is a table of contents if you want to find a specific section in this video. Okay, let's talk about how you can tune the upright piano all by yourself. A quick shout out to Blue Microphones for sending me this Blue Baby Bottle SL microphone. It's an excellent mid-budget microphone and I use it to record my piano, guitars and also voiceover for my videos. If you want to check out this microphone, there's a link in the description. Right, before you start your tuning session, you need to have the right tools to tune the piano. And for that you need a piano tuning hammer, like this, and you need to grab a felt strap and a plastic tuning clamp like this. And these are sold separately and also as a kit. The kit is obviously more expensive. And in my opinion, you only really need to have the piano tuning hammer and the felt strap to make a good piano tuning. And as always, there's links to these tools in the video description if you want to grab a piano tuning kit yourself. And you also need an iPad or a smartphone to run a tuning application. Today I'm using PanoTuner, which is a free tuning app available both on Android and on iOS, so you can run it on your iPad or iPhone. Right, so let's talk about the tools here, and you need this piano tuning hammer because it has a specific torque which is suitable for the piano. And it also has this long handle and a very good weight, which is good to get the right momentum and a good string tension when you're tuning the piano. And you will need the felt strap in order to mute certain strings. You will notice that the lower range on the piano has just one string per key. But when you go higher up the range, there will be up to 3 strings on a single key. And this felt strap helps you to mute certain strings, so you can focus on tuning one single string at a time. The tuning app will help us fine-tune to a specific pitch. With PanoTuner you can both see the note pitch and you can also see the pitch in hertz. And when you're tuning your piano to concert piano pitch, you're tuning to 440 hertz. And that's actually the pitch which most electronic instruments is tuned in. You want to make sure that you can play along with your band and also maybe to your favorite Spotify playlist. Okay, time to tune the piano, but first we need to disassemble the front panel so we can get access to the actual piano strings and the tuning points. Furthermore, I do recommend removing the muting felt here, because it's gonna be in the way when we want to access the strings. As you can see on the lower strings, on the lower keys, there's the 1 string per key. Then we have 2 strings per key. And later on here on the upper range, we will have 3 strings that we need to tune per key. So it's a little bit harder to tune this upper range. I will not show you every key because that would take forever to make this video, but I will show some key at the low range and some key at the upper range. First find the middle C of your piano, it's this key. Now we're going to check the concert pitch of the A in this octave, which is the A4. So that's around 438, but it should be 440 Hz. So that's about 5 cents low. So it's a little bit out of tune, but we will begin by tuning a lower key before we go up here in the higher range. So the tuning principle is quite simple. If the pitch is too low, you need to turn the hammer clockwise, downwards in this case. And if the pitch is too high, you will turn the hammer counterclockwise in order to lower the pitch. First mute one of the strings so that you can get the first string perfectly in tune before you tune the second string. And when tuning a key with 2 strings like this, you need to listen carefully for the vibrations. When the vibration stops, your 2 strings are in pitch. Right, so let's begin tuning A1, which is lower than the piano, because it only has 1 string per key. So let's see our pitch, our current pitch. So you can see it's quite low compared to the actual pitch we want to reach. So how do we find the tuning point for this key? It's quite easy to find the tuning point for the key if we just hit the A1 here and we try to mute with the finger some of these strings. There we have found our A1 string. Now follow the string up here to the tuning screw. We attach the hammer to the tuning screw like this. Right, so now let's try to tune this key. So we press down the A1 and wiggle a little bit downwards, apply some more pressure. And now we're too high, so just to wiggle back a little bit. Apply more pressure again. And now we're quite close to the middle point for the A1 there. So that will definitely do for now. Let's continue to the mid-range. Now we're going to tune A4. So let's go to the middle of the piano here, and from the C up to A. You can hear it sounds like a bar piano again, and it's a little bit low. Okay, so now we need to use the felt strap, and we first find the strings, press the key and see it hits these strings. So we need to bend the strap like this, make a little bend and insert it between these key strings and the second key strings. So this is our A and this is the B flat or the A sharp, and the same thing with the G sharp and the A, between the G sharp and the A. So we're effectively muting 2 of the strings, and we will only hear the middle string when we hit the key. So it needs to be a little bit higher. We attach the tuning hammer again and apply a little bit of pressure, wiggle a little bit. And that can do for now. And now we can move the tuning hammer 1 step above and release the strap on the left side. And this will make both the middle and the left string audible. Now apply pressure to the hammer. Yeah, that can do for now. And now finally tune the last string. So move the hammer down to the 3rd tuning string and release the rest of the tuning strap. Right, so there you have it. There's a nice finely tuned A4.